Alright folks, this is a Honda video slash why not to buy a Chinesium piece of junk and why you should always buy Honda parts, or at least buy genuine Honda parts when you could either afford them or get a hold of them. What, I got a little thing there? Oh, that's weird. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, call your friends in it. But in this video, it's basically showing you the difference between Chinesium and non-Chinesium products. And don't get me wrong, I like Chinese stuff too. You know, we all have our little things we like from whatever country. And no, it's not all bad. You know, we can whine and complain and blah, blah, blah. But some things are just bad. Usually copies of stuff are bad. Like if you're going to like make a aftermarket part, like make it very good. Don't make it shitty. Anyway, with that said, I'll show you. Let me point the camera down here. Let me unscrew this up here. Turn the light on. Now, what we got here is, I think I showed you, let me show you a better one. This is a genuine, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because this is a Chinese knockoff of, not this one, basically, I'll show you the difference here. This is a genuine knockoff. This is a genuine Honda part. And this is a Chinese knockoff. And right away I can tell you the yellow is wrong. I don't know if you can see this, but this is pretty damn sloppy. The start button is a little ugly. You can tell where they didn't wipe the white paint was in here. The white is not colored in. This one's totally worn out because it's 40 years old. The gray is not the right color gray. And if you look at the internals on these things, even the buttons, like some of the, I can't hold these two at the same time. Some of the fine details, you know, like this one's got a little flat piece. The bumps are a little better. This is just like cheap glossy crap. And if you open it up, you'll see it's even worse inside. The plastic on here is not even the same quality. So, with that said, this is the Chinese one. This is my good one. This is the one I'm done with. I'm gonna basically use this one. But I also, because if you've been watching my videos, you've been noticing I've been playing with. I'm trying to make them look nicer, and I have like this one here, this is the newest one I got. This is an '85 one, and this one is awesome it's a little piece busted here, but that doesn't matter where the cable sits. See, this is not bad. The colors are awesome, even the buttons. And the other thing I notice is different years have different buttons. This one's a slightly different red, but this one's a different switch. So the 85 is a different switch. I also, in a previous video, I repaired the plastic around here. So, and some of them actually, when I chop them apart, I might actually reuse the plastic on the other ones. What do you call it? The cable cover, because the cable cover is really nice. But the genuine, I'll put this back here. I just picked up a genuine made in, I think it's India. This is see here, I'll show you. This is a Chinese knockoff, and this is a genuine Honda one. And the genuine Honda one is, I like, wait, let me try to hold this together. The genuine Honda one, the colors on the top here, this is the Honda one, are better. The yellow is an actual yellow. The gray is actually a little brighter. The switch, look at the difference in this and this. Look at the sloppiness in here. This is like, here's it. See this little switch here and this here? Look at the difference. I don't know if you can see that. This one's like stepped, and this one's like, there's even a ding in the side here. You can see in the plastic, there's a little crappy thing in there. I don't know if you can see it on here, but this, it's like attention to detail, folks. Attention to detail. They are essentially the same thing, but Honda basically wants what Honda wants. I don't even want to use any of that. And I'll show you the interior of this. The interior parts are even more fun. Even though the backing is the piece I don't want. It's for a different. That's what I was going to show you. I think I showed you in another video. The backs of these, there's two different styles. There's a later style where they bumped up this part, and an earlier style which is more like, see the difference? See the difference in bolt holes? That one's deeper, even though these are technically the same. This is a knockoff. But even in the interior, even though Honda has changed this to a flashier galvanized, the screws are not galvanized. They changed the plastic pieces to white, but they still use the same mechanisms. And that's what I am going to steal off of here, because I want nice pieces. And what I wanted to do was, let me show you here. See, this is a really nice back. And this one is a fairly nice, see, this one, the button's nicer. Comes up. I'm going to try to clean it up. This one's yellow. I might be able to get some of that white shit off of it. But it's just, this is for an 86. This one, see, even that, this one goes all the way in. See how far that goes in? That's the button there. That's that one. This is another one that's, it only goes partially. And the newer ones go even less. So I guess it's some dude Honda. But the Chinese ones just suck. The pieces don't fit together properly. The interior little switches, which I'll show you here. The little brass pieces inside, if you compare this little piece in here, it's about not even this, like half the thickness of the little copper, the little piece of copper in here that goes on the thing. This is about half the thickness of the ones in the Honda ones. And you can see even some of the older Hondas, even though they're worn out, it's, that little plate is twice as thick. And the colors don't match. Here's one I took apart. You know, the color, it looks good from far, but it's completely different. And maybe I'm a purist. I just want nice switches, that's all. That's my whole goal. Just a nice switch. Nice switches. Nice switches. So I have a, where is it? This is a, that's not a Honda one. This is a genuine Honda one. And this one, the wires are tweaked. So I am going to probably put new wires on this, and I'm going to clean this up and put it on the other bike. And this I like, but it's kind of, it's getting a little crispy. So I have that one, this one. See, this is for my 85. I still have an 85 one somewhere else. But the moral of the story in this video, if this has one, the moral of my story is that if you're buying Honda parts and you're buying anything online, and I know some people don't have a lot of money, it's fine. Like if you want to buy a $16 switch, fine. But I wouldn't expect to last very long. I probably would buy a genuine Honda one that's 40 years old, and it would probably last 8 times long. So with that said, that's just my take on it. I know I'm probably burning, like I also didn't, I think I paid under 20 bucks for this, and I'm using it as spare parts. The other good thing is I have some spare wires, so I might take the wire cover off and rerun that wire, because I have another spare one right here. So I'll do that. I may fix this one, but it's got two wires that are torqued. So with that said, if you can, or the other suggestion is buy from a reputable company. If you don't know what a reputable company is, there's plenty of people on the Honda forums and online that will tell you. Also, if you go to Partzilla or what is it, Dennis Kirk or any of these other places, and I've learned this from other people, it's not because I learned this myself. You go to any of these websites, there's a shitload of Honda parts, nuts, bolts, screws, and everything available to people. So like I learned that half the bikes, nuts and bolts are still available. And if you look at other bikes and know what size bolts you can get many of the 3-wheeler bolts are still available. There's a few things that are not, and most parts that are not available are available to somebody else in some form or another. So thanks for watching. Toodles. I hope you liked my little video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and click all the buttons. Yeah. Sorry.